Hello, ladies and gents. Happy Thursday, which is kind of like Friday because we don't have school tomorrow or Monday, you guys. It's going to be crazy. We're going to have 4 days without each other. Anyways, welcome back. Today, you and I are going to be talking about something called reasoning, which is thinking through our answers and showing our work and making sure that it all makes sense. And before we do that, we do need to talk about something called tally marks. And tally marks are little marks that we're going to be making to help us keep track of information, to keep track of info. So let me show you how we make our tally marks. And you might have seen these before in first grade. Let me show you. I have my whiteboard here, and I was counting up from 1. Here's how I would keep track. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, and for 5, I'm not going to make another line down. I'm actually going to go like this, 5. And then I'm going to start a new stack, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So every 5 I go across, and it makes these little groups of 5. So when I count these, I can go 5, 10. So each line is a tally mark, okay? And it's just a line, and it helps us keep track. So if you're ever counting money or something like that, you can count by using tally marks. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you can keep counting. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And you can do counting like this. It's just an easier way to help us keep track. And we're going to be using tally marks today to show information. So now that we know what tally marks are, let's go watch our visual learning video to get us started.
You can make a list to help solve a problem. Analyze. You have some quarters, dimes, and nickels. You want to buy a banana. How many ways can you make 30 cents? Let's find out. What do you know? You know you have some quarters, dimes, and nickels. You want to buy a banana that costs 30 cents. What are you trying to find out?
We're trying to figure out what coins we can put together to pay for the banana that costs 30 cents.
You want to find out the different combinations of quarters, dimes, and nickels that make 30 cents. Plan. An organized list shows different ways to make the same amount. Tally marks record the number of coins. What strategy is being used to solve the problem? The strategy is making an organized list. How does making an organized list help you? One answer is an organized list helps you keep track of all the possibilities. Solve and justify. Let's look at how this list is organized. It starts by listing the combination of coins with a quarter and nickel, and some dimes. You see 1 quarter and 1 nickel that make 30 cents. You also see 3 dimes that make 30 cents. Next, it lists all of the combinations with dimes and nickels. You see 2 dimes and 2 nickels that make 30 cents. You also see 1 dime and 4 nickels that make 30 cents. Then it lists the combinations with nickels. You see 6 nickels that make 30 cents. How are all the ways alike? How are they different? Think about these questions as you do the activity that comes next.
Let's try it out together. It says select a row to show coins that make 30 cents. 1 quarter and 1 nickel make 30 cents. 3 dimes makes 30 cents. 2 dimes and 2 nickels makes 30 cents. 1 dime and 4 nickels makes 30 cents. And 6 nickels makes 30 cents. Now notice, friends, they're using tally marks on their chart here. So that's why they have lines to help them keep track of what number of coins they're using for each coin. So if you look at the nickels on the bottom, it says 5 and one more, so that's 6 nickels.
Evaluate. The list shows you can make 30 cents in 5 ways using quarters, dimes, and nickels. How could you check to make sure all of the combinations equal 30 cents? One way is to use coins and count how much money you have. Now you know how to make an organized list to solve a problem.
Okay, we're going to go jump in our workbooks and get some practice. Okay, we're going to be starting on page number 468 in our workbooks. So if you need to pause me and turn to that page and get your pencil, go ahead and pause me right now. Once you're ready, let's do number 1. It says, use reasoning, complete the table. Tony wants to buy a pencil. Looks like the pencil cost 55 cents. He has half dollars, quarters, and nickels. Find all the ways he can make 55 cents. So the way that I like to start with these problems when I need to figure out all the ways to do something is start with the biggest coin first. So if I start with $1/2, I'll put a tally mark, $1/2. I would already have 50 cents, right? How many more cents would I need to add to get to 55? I would just need to add 5 cents, which is 1 nickel. So $1/2 and 1 nickel equals 55 cents. Okay, that's one way to make 55 cents. Now I've already used all my ways that I can that include a $1/2. So now I'm going to go down to the next biggest coin, which is my quarter. I know that 2 quarters makes 50 cents. So 1, 2. And if I'm at 50 cents, I know that I just need 1 nickel. And that gets me to 55 cents. So again, there's another way to make 55 cents. Now, because I used 2 quarters, I'm going to try using only 1 quarter this time. So if I use 1 quarter, I have 25 cents. Now I need to add on nickels until I get to 55 cents. So I'm going to count on by 5s. I'm going to start at 25 and then count on. So 25 plus 5 cents would be 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I would need 6 nickels. So this is how I'm going to write 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, number 5, whenever you write your 5th line, your 5th tally mark, you're going to go across. And that makes 55 cents. 25 cents from my quarter plus 30 cents from my nickels equals 55 cents. Okay, one more way. Let's figure out if we can do this with no quarters at all. So let's start by counting by 5s all the way to 55 and see how many nickels we need. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I would need 11 nickels. So we're going to write 11 nickels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 nickels. And 11 nickels is another way to make 55 cents. Nicely done. Let's go watch one more quick video.
I really want to buy an apple. I just love apples. They're so tasty. I agree, Carlos. Well, the one I want costs 35 cents, and I have some quarters, nickels, and dimes. I'm wondering this. How many ways can I make 35 cents? Oh, that's a really good question. What if we make an organized list and use tally marks? That's a great idea. An organized list shows different ways to show the same amount, and tally marks will help us record the number of coins. I'll start. Here's one way. Great job. And here's another. And another. And here are the rest of the ways. Each way makes 35 cents. So, looking at the list, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways I can use quarters, dimes, and nickels to make 35 cents. Thanks for helping me today, Carlos. Now let's go and buy that apple. Yeah!
Let's get some more practice in our workbooks. Let's turn the page and we're going to do number 2 together. So it says use reasoning, complete each chart. So let's do number 2. Sue needs $12 to buy a book. She has $1 bills, $5 bills, and $10 bills. Find 3 ways to make $12. So we're going to be using 10s, 5s, and 1s to make $12. So I always like to start with the biggest bill, and they already did it. They said one $10 bill plus 2 1s makes 12. So now I'm going to go on to a different way. I know that if I do $10 again, I wouldn't have any other ways to do this. So I can't use any more $10 bills. So instead, I'm going to start by doing 2 $5 bills because I know 5 plus 5 equals $10. And then I would just need 2 more $1 bills. And that would equal $12. Okay, that's another way to do it. Now I'm going to try it with just one $5 bill. So if I'm at $5, how many more dollars do I need to add to get all the way up to 12? What's 5? 5 plus what equals 12? $7, right? So I'm going to do 7 $1 bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 $5 bill and 7 $1 bills makes $12. And let's see if we can figure out one more way. I have used 2 $5 bills and 1 $5 bills. Let's try using no $5 bills. So how many $1 bills would we need to make $12? Just 12 $1 bills, right? So let's write out 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 $1 bills would be another way to make $12. Okay, you're going to do number 3. Let's read it. Raul wants to buy a bookmark for 14 cents. He has dimes, nickels, and pennies. Find all of the ways he can make 14 cents. So there are 3 ways that you need to fill in on the chart. Take your time, do your best, and then come back to me when you think you found all 4 ways. Okay. So I noticed that they didn't start with any dimes, so I'm going to do one way with dimes. So I know 1 dime would be 10 cents, and then I'm going to do 4 pennies to do 14 cents total. So 1 dime and 4 pennies would be 14 cents. They did one with 2 nickels, which is 10 cents, and 4 pennies, and that makes 14 cents. I'm going to try one way with just 1 nickel. If I have 5 cents from my 1 nickel, I know I need to add 9 more pennies to make 14 cents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 cents from my nickel plus 9 pennies equals 14 cents. Okay, now I'm going to try it with no nickels, which means I need 14 pennies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 pennies is the same as 14 cents. Those are our 4 ways that Raul can use his dimes, nickels, and pennies to buy his bookmark. Let's go down and do number 4 together. Okay, we're going to do number 4 together. Now, these 3 problems, numbers 4, 5, and 6, all go together with the charts. So make sure that you are able to see your charts and that they are filled in because we are going to use them to solve these problems. Number 4, it says, what is the least number of bills or coins that you could use to make each amount? You can use the tables above to help. So we want to know how many bills can we use to make $12, and we want to use the least number of bills possible. So we can count up how many bills we used on our chart to see which way has the least bills in it. So let's see, this one has 1, 2, 3 bills. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 bills. This one has 3 bills because 1, 2, 3. This one uses 1, 2, 3, 4 bills. This way uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bills. And this one uses 12 bills because 5 plus 5 plus 2 is 12. So which way did we use that has the least number of bills? It's the first way, 1 $10 bill and 2 $1 bills. So we need to use three bills. And we need to say which dollar bills we're going to use. We're going to say 1 $10 bill and 2 $1 bills. Okay. Now I want you to do number 5. You're going to look at the chart and see which way used the fewest, the least bills or coins to make 14 cents. Tell me how many coins you had to use and tell me which coins they were. Come back to me when you're all done. Okay, we're doing 14 cents. So if I look at my chart up here, my first way uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. My next way uses 4, 5, 6 coins. The next way uses 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coins. And my last way uses 14 pennies, so 14 coins. So my least number of coins I could use would be 5 coins. And this is what I would use. I would use 1 dime and 4 pennies. Okay, just like that. And that's how I would make 14 cents. We're gonna go ahead and turn the page and do 2 more quick problems. Okay, we're gonna do number 7 together, but this is all one big problem, number 7 and 8, so let's read the whole thing. Carnival game money. Don wants to use these coins to play. These are his coins. He wants to play as many carnival games as he can. Each game costs 40 cents. How can Don spend the coins that are shown at the right? So we need to figure out how he can spend these coins to play as many games as possible, and each game costs 40 cents. Here's what number 7 says. Choose from the coins shown. Show one way Don can spend 40 cents on one game. Write an equation. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pick out some coins that I know add up to 40 cents, and I'm going to write that as an equation. So let's see. Well, I can start with a quarter. So I could do 25 cents plus, let's see, I'm going to cross off my quarter. Plus a dime, that would be 10 cents, so plus 10 cents. I know that gets me to 35 cents. So if I'm at 35 and I need to get to 40, then I'm just going to add on 1 nickel, so 5 cents. Plus 5 cents equals 40 cents total. So this is one way that he could choose coins to play a game, and it would be 1 quarter, 1 dime, and 1 nickel. Okay, that's number 7. You're going to be answering number 8, so let's go check it out. You used some of the coins for one of the ways. How will you know which coins are left to spend? And I want you guys to think, this won't take you very long to answer, but how could you keep track of which coins have been spent? Take about 10 seconds, see if you can think about that. Guess what? It's a pretty easy question that they're asking us. They just want to know, how can we keep track of which coins he has left to spend? We can just cross them off, you guys, just like we started to do. And that's all we're going to say. We're going to say, cross out the coins used from the coins shown. So as he spends his coins for each game, you'd be able to cross off the coins that were used and see what's left. Pretty easy. Now we do have one part left to answer though. It says, how can Don spend the coins that are shown at the right? So let's see how many more games he can play. Okay, let's do this together. We've used up a quarter, a dime, and a nickel to make 1 set. Let's see how many more times he can play. So that was 1 time. So let's see, let's count our dimes. They're our biggest coins left. So 10, 20, 30, 40. That's another game. I'm gonna put a tally mark there. 10, 20, let's see, here's a nickel, 25, 30, 35, okay, I'm out of nickels, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That's another game. And then he only has 1 penny left. So that means altogether with his money, Don could play 3 games at the carnival. You guys have done a fantastic job with our money Guess what though, friends? We are done talking about money until your test, which means on Tuesday, because we don't have school tomorrow or Monday, we are actually going to be starting to talk about time. So that's what we're going to be focusing on next week, and I will see you guys for that. But before we go, let's check out your homework for today. Okay, here's your homework for today, your last math homework for the week. You're going to go back into the workbook and do numbers 6 and number 9, finish up those problems, and then go do your quick check. And then after that, spend some time on Math Facts Pro. I will miss you, friends, but I will see you back here again on Tuesday, and we're going to start talking about time. See you then, friends.